What up, Internet? Marcus Smith here. Welcome to TKD Garage. Let's talk about health, but first, let's talk about why I haven't posted videos to this channel in a while. For starters, I guess life has just been kind of getting in the way, but also, while I've cultivated a real passion for Taekwondo, I don't necessarily have the same excitement that I did last year when I started this channel. And that's to be expected. A lot of people confuse passion for excitement or vice versa. But really to cultivate a passion, and this is kind of coming from a couple of guys I listen to, they have a podcast called The Minimalist Podcast. They say that if you really want to stick with something and cultivate a passion for it, you've got to drudge through the drudgery. So that's kind of the point that I'm at right now. I'm still involved in Taekwondo. If I'm not off somewhere else for my part-time job, I'm at Taekwondo. Like if the doors are open, I'm there. I've been made the assistant to my instructor. I'm also the senior student in our class. Matter of fact, I just got back tonight, so I still have my dobak on. I taught kids class and adult class tonight, so I'm still very much involved. I still very much love Taekwondo, but I found it hard to find the time to get out here, and instead I've been playing games with my kids and streaming on Twitch and stuff with them, so that's been kind of fun. But another thing is, back to what this video is about. It's health. I mentioned my part-time job, and I'm usually careful not to say what that is because I don't want to discredit it, but I keep it clean on this channel. I don't say anything controversial, so I'll just go and say it. I'm in the military. My part-time job is the Air National Guard, which means I'm a reserve member of the U.S. Air Force. As such, I'm expected to maintain my job skills and maintain my health and my education. But the health is a big one, and I've been in trouble for it a lot of times. Last year, I lost so much weight, like towards the beginning of the year, I went from 260 to 190 in the course of about 4 months. Best shape I've been in my life. I was on an eating program called Optavia, but unfortunately, even after getting an excellent on my PT test and all that stuff stuck, I went back to eating and I've gained all the weight back. I'm so fat right now, and it's embarrassing. And I cringe to put up a video on this channel that's supposed to be about martial arts, because you never go on YouTube and see a fat guy like me doing martial arts. I'm just trying to be vulnerable with you here because I have to be. I've got to start being honest with myself. I'm almost 43 years old. My health is going to catch up with me if I don't do something about it. So anyway, I mentioned The Minimalists earlier. I've been reading their book, Love People, Use Things. I can't recommend that book enough. That book is really good. But the book is about relationships with various aspects of your life, like your relationship with money and with yourself, which also includes like your health, relationship with your stuff and with your creativity, and I can't remember what the other ones were, but those are basically like foundational values. No, sorry, I'm getting mixed up. Anyway, when they talked about health, the author, the primary guy who wrote the book, Joshua Phillips Milburn, he mentioned he was fat growing up, and then he's been able to maintain his health for the last decade. And he said something that's really struck me, and it's something I knew and that I really needed to make myself think about every day. And he said, stop thinking about food as entertainment and thinking about it as fuel for your body. He said you wouldn't go overfill your gas with car until it spills over just because you were having a cheat day, and that really resonates with me, because cheat days turn into cheat weeks, turn into cheat months, turn into, oh my God, now I'm 260 pounds again. I don't know what I weigh now. I know it was pushing 260 not long ago, so I'm sure I'm right there. But it's starting to take a toll. I've got what I think is plantar fasciitis in one of my foot, which makes it miserable to do Taekwondo. Like all the pivoting and standing on one foot when you kick, and it hurts. And I'm positive that that's got to do with my weight. And I think if I get my weight under control, it will go down. I live in a 2-story house. I hate going down the stairs. It just sucks. I hate being fat. I'm tired of it. I had these custom dobaks made from from Mighty Fist, and I had them made because I anticipated when I ordered them. It took a year because they don't make, this is an ITF style dobok. They don't make them like this for just anyone, but they agreed to make me some without all the ITF logos on it, and they even made them a little wider for me because I knew like that I was going to be bigger. But now even these things are starting to get tight. It's ridiculous. It's getting out of hand again, and I need to do something about it. You know, it used to be when I was down to like 190, I could dish out some brutal warm-ups in our Taekwondo class because I always lead the warm-up, and now I can't hardly make it through one of my own warm-ups. I can't count in Korean while I'm doing push-ups after about the third round of our warm-up, our second or third. So I've got to do something, and I'm not inactive. You know, you might be, well, you just need to exercise more. Well, man, you know, I do Taekwondo once a week. I ride bikes sometimes. Sometimes I go, twice. My director, my son Jesse back here, just informed me that I go to Taekwondo twice a week. I'm not unhealthy, and I've got good endurance and good stamina, and when I've had my heart and stuff checked out, like everything's perfect. My blood sugar's fine. My blood pressure is always better than even skinny people's. Like, it's just the fat and the fats from eating, and you can't outrun a crappy diet. And all I do most of the time is gorge on candy, snack just because I feel like it, and it's got to stop. And again, in the minimalist book, a lot of people use things. He outlined what he did. He said he eats twice a day, and he avoids any processed food, any breads, any like desserts. You know, he eats real food, and I really keyed in on that. And so all this week, since Sunday, today's Thursday, I've been making sure to, sorry, Jesse caught me off guard. I'm trying to do this in one take. I really don't want to edit this video. I don't want to listen to myself talk for 3 hours while I try to stitch together a 5-minute video. Anyways, all this week I've been making sure to try to eat healthy. And by healthy, I mean eat real food, right? So I look at my plate, and I want to be able to identify the things very clearly that are on there. Like, this is beans. This is a piece of meat. This is rice. These are carrots. That's an orange, you know? And dude, like, honestly, I think like my clothes that I normally wear, I feel like they're fitting a little better after a week. So I think it's gonna work, and I think it's gonna take doing this. Oh yeah, and I've been doing the twice a day thing that Josh Milburn mentioned in the book as well, because that's intermittent fasting, and everything I read about that says that it's supposed to be healthy. So I got to make this part of my new normal, and I can't fall off. And you know, I started this channel as a journey, so you guys could come with me on my Taekwondo journey. Well, this is part of the journey. I got to get my health back straight if I want to do well in Taekwondo. Otherwise, it's just going to be miserable. I feel embarrassed at my last test. Like, I look so fat in my dobok. I passed. I got the purple belt. You know, I want to get the brown belt too, but I don't want to be a fatso while I'm doing it. And that's not to fat shame people, man. Like, dude, you know, it's a struggle. But yeah, so what I plan to do is maybe post every couple of days or at least every week and let you guys know how the journey's going, and maybe this can help me stay accountable. And I promise at some point I will do Taekwondo videos. I don't know if you guys can see, the last time I made a video on here, this room had bare stud walls, no insulation, but I've insulated the walls. I've put up this OSB board, I've painted everything. So this is my space for my stuff. I've got my Taekwondo mats out here, so I'm ready. I can, you know, I've got the space now. I can convert this into the home dojang like I talked about on my second video, and we could do some Taekwondo together. So until then,